You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Polo and Tell, is that you?
Mic check. Mic check waifu. Ma, tell him. Is that you?
Are y'all ready to be the bad guy?
Yes, I am. This is episode 118 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by the shirt that Tell has on right now, Lube Complex. Make sure y'all go to lubecomplex.com and use that offer code waifu. Check out the Patreon version of the video to see the shirt. Look clean. patreon.com/Mic Check Waifu. But yeah, lubecomplex.com. Use the offer code waifu to save on your entire cart. It's also brought to you by don'ttalkshop.com. I don't know what the fuck happened at the beginning of that, but I fucked it up. But I'm gonna keep it all anyway. Anyway, like I said, this is episode 118. We got a lot to discuss today because guess what? Fall starting. Today is the day we preview the fall anime season. We got a few inquiries from the Twitter space, letting us know, what they're looking forward to, and we're gonna share that on the show. We're gonna discuss our favorites. We're gonna try to find another sleeper because, as y'all, if consistent listeners of Mic Check Waifu know, the last season Polo chose Remake Our Life as his sleeper, and Tel chose Battle Game in 5 Seconds as his sleeper. I think I may have won that
easily
because Remake Our Life is special. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's worth it. But we're gonna discuss the fall season, upcoming shows we are excited to see, and then just some random hopings is good. But let's not forget that Patreon, the producers, bring us the podcast on a weekly basis. These producers are extremely special to us. They mean the world to us. Thank you for supporting us at miccheckwaifu.com/Patreon or something like that. Patreon.com/miccheckwaifu.
Bro said something like that.
Thank y'all so much for supporting us over there. So, the Patreon producer I want to thank this week is AB Aaron Brown. Shout out to AB. I just love AB. He's special. And I'm going to talk about why he's special a little bit later on in the episode for a possible antagonist. We'll see. Dre the Go G. Ked the Pro. Shout out to Ked. Explicitly, Monique. Nachi. Quellian. And Treesus. Thank y'all so much for producing this and plenty other episodes of the podcast. Can't thank you enough. It means the everlasting world to us. Now, before we get started into the meat and potatoes of the show, I would like to say that shout out to Ked and shout out to Cam. They came through on our test for our Twitter space. For those of you that don't know, we're going to create a Mic Check Waifu antagonist Twitter space where you get to go off on anything for about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, which is the length of the Pain theme song, to the Pain theme song. So you get to go off on anything, whether it's people, a fan base, an anime, a movie, a TV show, anything at all. You get that 4 minutes and 30 seconds to talk all the shit you want. Nobody can judge you. Nobody can stop you. We may discuss it. We won't disrespect you, but that's your time to be disrespectful. So be as disrespectful as you want within that 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and just let the shit air. Let it all out. And we ain't gonna judge you. We leave the judging to Judy. I can't wait till that comes. We got it working on a PC. Everything is moving good. It's sounding good. By the time you're hearing this, there's gonna be a trailer for it created by Montel. I said that on the podcast, so he has to do it. So by the time you're hearing this, y'all probably already seen the trailer for the antagonist. Is gonna be sweet. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what y'all think. Coming soon, next week, actually, Sunday. I'm gonna just say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna commit to it. Sunday at 10:25 CST. MCWW antagonist will be live on Twitter Spaces. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Mic Check Waifu. Now, sorry, Tel. I know I'm kind of eating up the beginning of this show, but I got a lot to say.
Go ahead, go off.
I also want to give a very, very humble on the behalf of Montel. I didn't even tell this, but on the behalf of Montel and me, and explicitly, and everybody that helped us with Mic Check Waifu, Philip J. Woodward, like everybody that helped us with Mic Check Waifu, on the behalf of us, thank you, Brazilian listeners. You are literally, when I say this is gonna sound crazy. You're just about 50% of our listener base. It is fucking crazy. I didn't know, to be honest, for a very long time. I did not know where like all these listenings was coming from, and they're like consistent full episode listens. So the Brazilian people, the people of Brazil, thank you so much for listening to Mic Check Waifu. We can't be as far as we are without you. Like that shit is powerful. It means a lot to us. I'm gonna say it. A lot of you, I don't know if you speak English or you just like listening to us. Whatever it is, thank you so much. Seriously, it means everything to us. We can't thank you enough for that. So a very special, heartfelt shout out to you for listening to Mic Check Waifu. It's literally insane how many of you listen to this show. It's crazy.
Thanks for pulling up.
Yeah, thank you so much for pulling up. So if you guys ever want to participate in the show, please write into us on Twitter at Mic Check Waifu. You can email us. The links will be in the show notes, or you can just hit us up at contact@miccheckwaifu.com, and we'll read your letters on the air. Anything you want to share, just feel free to share it with us. We definitely don't mind. We are thankful for you. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to get that off.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, Tel, where do you want to start?
I don't know, because what I'm gonna say, I want to basically give a final thoughts on one anime that just ended for this season.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be spoilers. I'm just gonna give my opinion.
Okay.
The detective is already dead.
Okay.
Are you still watching? Did you finish it?
I do plan on watching it. I didn't finish it.
All right. No spoiler context here. I'm just going to say it ended. It didn't necessarily end how I expected it to end. I'm not sure if it ended worse than I expected it to end, because it's kind of weird, right? Like there's a concept that I wish was given or implied, but they did it poorly. Execution just wasn't on point here.
Interesting.
Do I think it's a decent watch? If you bored, 100%, I will wait for the dub to come out.
Gotcha.
Just turn it on in the background.
Copy that.
Yeah. The best character in the show was eliminated too soon.
100%. Yes. Yes.
The final episode wasn't all bad. The ending is just not as good as I guess as I wanted. It didn't fulfill on kind of what I thought it could have fulfilled on. The animation wasn't all bad. It did get a little choppy. It looked like Black Clover scenes, like flashes when things just kind of miss frames and looks poorly drawn.
Right.
You know, like they were trying to hurry up and end it, like they knew this wasn't going well.
Interesting. Ooh, and you know how that feels. Everybody knows how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going.
And they kind of ended on something that made us think that this is not the final season.
Okay.
But I don't even know anyone who's watching this. So like, I know Crystal's watching it because she's doing her thing, her thread. But that's it.
Got it. What was your show episode of the week this week?
Reincarnated as a slime.
Interesting.
It was just too funny not to be.
Interesting.
I mean, there's another choice I have there, but I didn't want to just throw out obvious ones. Like Remake Our Life was a very good episode. Obviously.
Yeah, man, and that's the one for me, bro. And it was 3 weeks. It's been I've been trying to avoid it, but I can't. It's been 3 weeks in a row. It's been Remake Our Life for me, but I can't not do it after that episode. He was on another level.
They did what I wanted in this episode. We're gonna talk about that later, but they did exactly what I wanted, what I said I wanted.
Yeah. He took off. I hope. I know it's about to happen, man, and I don't.
No, you don't.
I do, and I don't want it to. I do.
Did you read it?
No, hell no, but I do. I think I know. I'm gonna talk about it in the second half of the show for the spoilers. But yeah, I think I do. We're gonna talk about that.
All right.
But remake is definitely it for me. All right. Let's go into something. Shout out to Ket the Pro who came through the pre-antagonist test. He gave me permission to go off on the fan base of Fairy Tail. I didn't want to do it. I never wanted to touch Fairy Tail because I never found Fairy Tail to be worth it. Fairy Tail is not a show that I need to talk about how bad it is. Like, the world fucking knows it. Most of the world knows it. But there's a small pocket of you motherfuckers, okay? There's a small pocket of you motherfuckers that think this show is better than everything. I swear to goodness, y'all. Listen, there's somebody on Twitter. It's on my Twitter that said Fairy Tail is leagues above Jujutsu Kaisen. This is real. This is real life. I think they said those exact words. They really said that shit on Twitter. It's on my Twitter. You can find it if you want to, if you don't believe me, but I promise you that's a real thing somebody said.
They said it's clear of Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's clear of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I don't get it. We had a pre-antagonist test to test everything for the antagonist that we're going to record and post on our YouTube and share on our Patreon and all that good stuff. I seriously can't. I don't know if I want to go full antagonist, bro.
I mean, look.
I feel like I will be wasting my time.
We can save it for the antagonist.
Let's do that
section, which we know we will be bringing to you guys. Like Polo said, 10:25 CST starting on Sunday next week.
Yes, because
be prepared.
I never seen a community full of doofuses. There is so many doofuses in that community. A bunch of Fairy Tail avies on Twitter talking their shit, which is fine. You expend all of your energy. I don't care. There was one guy who felt like he was so popular in the anime community that decided to, oh, look at this. Who are you? Who are you guys? Your little podcast. He went through my tweets. He obviously knows who we are. He even asked to be on it at one time. And I'm like, you know what? That might be fun. He might have listened to an episode and like, oh shit, this is kind of legit. And then decided like, okay, maybe I want to be on it. He was pretty funny. I laughed the whole time. I don't take offense to extremist fans, but they get real fucking mad. You know what I'm gonna do, Tell?
What's up?
And I'm gonna just say it on the podcast. The art for the video version of this is gonna have the mask of the dude with the mask on that has a smiley face on it, but behind that mask he's like crying and fuming. He's molding. Right. And it's gonna say Fairy Tail doesn't suck on it. And that's just gonna be the entire the thumbnail for this podcast, because you guys are insane. I don't give a fuck about Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is absolute garbage. 90% of the anime community knows this, and the small pocket of fans that love it, you can love it, but you guys it's a sad bunch of people. It's real sad. Nobody said kill myself or anything like that, so they don't get the full demon, Polo, but
when we do antagonists, my only statement will be then what I'm saying right now. If I'm watching 500 episodes, make it good.
Yeah, that's it. Make it good. We're going to talk about that Sunday, 10:25 CST at hashtag might check waifu antagonist, MCWW antagonist. That's going to be fun. I can't wait. Look forward to it, please. What else we got? Oh, the main reason why we're here. So every season, anime, we break down, we watch certain shows that we don't think other people will watch. We try to pick it up to recommend to y'all, because that's what this podcast is about. It's trying to get people hip to new anime. That's our entire goal. Even if you don't like it, just try to watch some more stuff, because there is a lot of stuff that comes out in the season, not just Jujutsu Kaisen or My Hero Academia or other shows that just came out. This Tokyo Revengers, like there's more. I promise you, and it's good. It's a lot of good shit that a lot of people are missing, and we try to bring people up to speed on that. Like for instance, 86 was something that we picked up that came out the same season as Jujutsu Kaisen in the special. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Vivi was also something extremely special show we try to get people on. Remake Our Life, we've been talking about it for fucking weeks on this show. Try to get people on. So with that being said, we are now going to dive into the 2021 fall anime that's coming out. The link to the any list that we're using will be in the show notes. So check that out if you want to follow along with us. But I cannot wait till the fall because this fall is bound to be something special.
Did you already pick your sleeper?
No, I like to go through. Let's go through the shows and then pick the sleeper last. But first, let's start off with one of my friends that listens to the podcast quite often. I have to find her because unfortunately, my mentions are full of fucking fairy tale fans now, so I gotta scroll a little bit farther down to see what our friend said about this fall anime season when I tweeted it out yesterday. But they wrote to @might check waifu. You know what I should do? I should start screenshotting it and then saving it.
Or bookmark it.
Oh, I could bookmark tweets. I forgot about that. I'm an idiot. Okay. So very unrelated. One of our favorites. She says that looking forward to Shamumatsu. How you say that? Shamumatsu. Shamumatsu.
I gotta see
Shamumatsu no Harem and Platinum N. I low key love battle royale anime like Jujutsu, like Juni Tyson, Future Diary, etc. And I also haven't seen a good ecchi anime in a while. And she says 86 Part 2 will be the sleeper for her. Sleeper.
I mean, it kind of is though. Like,
yeah, that's
I feel like
true.
86 wasn't getting that much like play. Like it.
Yo, so very. You actually spitting. She's absolutely right about that because it really is a sleeper. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Oh wow, good point. Is it shit? We can't count that though. We gotta bring something new. Us. So make sure you pick your sleeper. That is something new. All right. We also got Saphir. He says he's excited for Jobless Reincarnation to return. Platinum N may be the sleeper. So Platinum N got mentioned twice.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Okay. And lastly, but not leastly, our boy Rob, aka Dad Needs to Talk, says so much to watch. For returning shows, I'm excited for Jobless and Demon Slayer. Yes, sir. New shows, Komi Can't Communicate. Interesting. And Miruku-chan. Oh, and also Blue Period. Miruku-chan and Blue Period.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
It's a slice of life, Blue Period.
Oh, nice. See, he's speaking my language. He said you might check out Lupid 2. Lupid 2. I'm looking at the list now to see what these are. I'm trying to match them up. Okay. Lupin. Does he mean Lupin?
Lupin, yeah, Lupin.
Oh, okay. He put Lupid. I was about to say, what's Lupid? You meant Lupin. Okay, gotcha. That's what I was confused. Okay, and side note, I still haven't watched 86 yet, but I've heard good things. Watch 86. I told him that on Twitter when I saw said that. Well, he got to watch 86. He has to watch 86. And I need him to tweet at us when he does.
He'll be very pleased with himself.
Yeah, so those are some of our listeners' sleepers. Bro, listen. I'm going to just tell you. Shows I'm looking forward to the most. Shows we're looking forward to the most. Demon Slayer Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why this podcast is even a podcast is because of Demon Slayer. So, of course, it's going to be our shit.
Yeah, that's actually first on my list when I look on any list for the fall season, Demon Slayer.
Yep. And speaking of that, it doesn't have an air date yet. Fuck.
Just says fall,
yeah,
which hopefully it's here soon, man.
I know. Don't give me that late October, like late November bullshit. Give me October like you did last time. Keep it moving. I can't wait. Best believe we are going to be reviewing that when that drops.
100%.
Speaking of reviews, we haven't done a review in a long time.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. I also want to give special shout out to Jujutsu Kaisen 0. That movie is going to be spectacular. I don't know if you read it yet, Till. You read Chapter 0?
Oh, Chapter 0?
Yeah.
Is that a separate chapter?
Yeah, it's this movie.
Oh, no, I don't think I read the separate, like anything separate from the manga.
Oh, boy.
It's good?
Oh, boy. I think you had to read it, right?
If it's in the regular manga, then yeah.
But I think it's like first. You know what I mean? Because I think it's like volume 0. So it's like it doesn't show up in order. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I don't think I read that then.
Shit, bro. Damn, you all.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, I'll read it.
Cool. Please do. So it's so good. It's so good. And Jobless, obviously. Jobless was something we was talking about on the early side last couple of seasons ago.
That's on both our list. That's gonna be real good. That was spring.
Yep. And I was talking about it from day fucking one. It blew me back from episode 1.
It got real intense, like a little bit in the latter end of that season.
Yeah, but it took like to the latter end of the season to actually get active too, didn't it?
I mean, yeah. And when I mean intense is like the entirety of the show to me was actually really good in terms of like just how the thought process of the show went.
Yeah.
I mean, intense more like when it got active, it was pretty active. There was like some drama in terms of like how things were getting done and stuff like that. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Same. And I love our main character. I feel like he's going to become a demon in a part 2. Like
for sure.
For like 100%. Yeah, Jobless is airing in 13 days from the day we're recording this, which is September 19th. So 13 days from that day. I cannot fucking wait. Damn, that's in 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks, the fall season is actually going to get started. I think there's shows that start sooner, but we'll see when we go through the list.
It's time. Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at shows that we're interested in.
So we got a comedy horror, which I want another horror anime under my belt. So Miracle-chan, 100% I'm gonna be turning that on. I hope it's good. Shadow's House was impressive to me and caught me off guard. So I hope it's at least as good as that, but better is my big hope.
My issue is I've never heard of the studio before.
Passion?
Yeah, I never heard of Passion before. So that's where my concern lies. But I will say this, the cover art for it on AniList at least looks spectacular.
It does. It looks really good.
Yeah, I like the art style.
What do you think about this world's finest assassins gets reincarnated in the new world as an aristocrat? That just seems... Bro. Is this like... realistic? Realistic.
Yeah, how the realist hero rebuild the kingdom. It's going to be another one of those. Or it could be like Takemichi... what is it? Not Takemichi.
We're going to talk about Takemichi later.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Takemichi later. Tsukamichi, I think it's called. Tsukamichi something or another, where the dude gets teleport. And it's the comedy, like parody isekai. That's real good, actually. I think I'm going to look at it like that, where I'm not going to take it seriously going in from the jump, right? Like I'm going to experience it, but I'm not going to expect greatness.
It looks like it got the waifus, though.
I mean, it's not hard to do. Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Okay.
Well, one I'm very much looking forward to.
I already know. Go ahead and say it. I'm gonna watch it too.
Worlds End Harem, bro. Now, I saw a little bit of this. I saw I think a page or two from the manga. It's going to be like fucking, it's going to have, let me just say this. What's that show called? The one we did therapy for.
Fucking, that was a redo
of Healer.
Yeah, redo of Healer. There you go.
I couldn't think of the name either. So it's going to have some redo of Healer-ness to it. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Wait. Pause. I'm a doofus for saying that. Let me take that back. Okay. I'm not looking forward to it because of the redo of the Healer-ness. I'm looking forward to it because of the concept of what it is. Now, so for those of you that don't know, the concept is the time is near future Tokyo, Japan 2040. Ryoto, a young man suffering from an intractable disease, vows to reunite his childhood friend Ariza and decides to cold sleep, in quotations, which is nerve-wracking, cold sleep to cure her illness. When he wakes up 5 years later, the world is undergoing a major transformation. The MK, in parentheses, male killer virus, kills 99.9% of the men on the planet. The ground is the ground was a super harem with 5 billion women for every 5 men. So that's the situation that our main character is going to be in.
Wait, 5 billion women for every 5 men?
Yep.
How many men are left?
I mean, you can probably count the hundreds, right? Because it's 99.9% of the men on the planet.
Sheesh.
So if there's 5 billion women, there's 5 men. Just imagine what that anime is going to be. Obviously, it has all your Polo's favorite things, the edgy, the harem. Like it screams Polo. So that's one I'm looking forward to. Spoilers, it might be my sleeper. It might. What you got for me, Tim?
So I'm kind of entranced in that world's end. The next one I'm kind of looking at,
I almost choked on this water.
is actually quite a bit down. Man, where is it at? I was just looking at it. It is. Did I accidentally move it out? Not that. Oh no.
I'll give you one.
Go ahead, give me one, because I can't find the one I was looking at.
I'm actually. This is giving me. What's that one you were talking? What's that one you watched that was super wholesome? Last season.
Saints Magic Powers Omnipotent.
Saints Magic Powers Omnipotent. This banished from the hero's party. I decided to live a quest life on the countryside. Screams that for me.
Okay.
It looks like a little adorable, like almost isekai-esque romance that I think is going to be interesting. Kind of like the Snow White anime. That was a real good romance. I enjoyed that one a lot. But the art style is super cutesy. And I just enjoy those palate cleanser animes like that. It seemed like it's going to be one of those for me.
Yeah. So actually, this is one I was thinking about might end up being my sleeper, based off reading it.
Talk to him.
And the name I hate though. I hate this name so much. It's Build Divide pound 000000 code black.
What the fuck?
So all right. This is the breakdown real quick. In a city where the king reigns supreme, your strength and Build Divide determines everything. There's a rumor circulating in Shin Kyoto. Anyone able to defeat the king and Build Divide shall be granted whatever their heart desires. In order to challenge the king, one must first enter the battle known as Rebuild. There, they will have to complete the key. So basically, it gives me kind of almost like No Game, No Life vibe, just with that kind of interpretation and that explanation. But it goes on to say, the young Teruto Kurabe vows to defeat the king so that he can get what he longs for. He, with a little guidance from the mysterious Sakura Banka, dies headfirst in the rebuild battle. Now the city of Shinkyoto is the stage and Build Dive is the game. Watch as the battle unfolds for Teruto and his friends. So we're gonna see how it goes. If it's not a banger, I'm just gonna roll with it because I'm cool with that.
Yeah, of course. It's extremely similar to what you picked last season. Right?
No. I hope it's not that similar because I'm re-rolling.
I'm re-rolling. That is fucking funny, man.
Like a gotcha game, bro.
Straight up.
My first choice was not good.
Hey, man, the battle game isn't bad though.
No, it ain't that bad.
It's not. It's really not that bad. I'm all caught up on it now, actually.
Let's go.
And I actually enjoyed it. What I got. So I'm gonna just say that. Let's see here. This one looks interesting. This Aria the Bendy Zone.
Okay.
Oh shit, never mind. It's a part of a trilogy, and I'm not gonna go back to watch the first two, so we're irrelevant.
Oh, you know what might be a sleeper?
What?
Yashahime, the Princess Half Demon, the second act.
So this is the very first time ever that Polo's gonna go antagonist on his own brother. So now listen, Tell just brung up Yashahime, the worst show ever, the worst spinoff show ever. Now I gotta go in on Tell. Tell, I hate your fucking. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's talk about the fact that we didn't talk about the Sword Art Online movie, the Progressive. Mm-hmm. I'm extremely excited for that. What I am sad about though is that it's probably going to go the movie route from now on, which I don't think I'm okay with.
It depends though, because the movies can give very big episodes, like episodic series that feels intense and delivers the story in a way that I guess is more bite-sized and digestible. So
for context though, real quick, the first 5 episodes of season 1 of Sword Art is the movie of this one, but it's think of it like the Brotherhood form of the movie. It's the version of Sword Art that the creator wanted to create. But he couldn't keep up with, the demands at all. So he created this movie, and it basically is the first 5 episodes, but a version of it that's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but more so from Asuna's perspective with a little bit of Kirito. So it's different, but I'm looking forward to it because the way the rumors are spewing is that this only covers the first floor, and they're going to go floor by floor via movie form. And I think that's just going to fucking take so long. So long.
Yeah, because it's 100 floors, right?
Exactly. So I'm hoping that the movie sets up the precipice for a SAO progressive TV series that continues on from after the movie and then go straight to the SAO the creator wanted to create. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, work through the floors, build a more dynamic story, a story that has see, the thing with us is we sense where SAO was going when we first watched it. It was building up to a bigger world, and it did. And it completed that bigger world essentially with what it just wrapped up. But the first season is so special. It could have been so special if it was done correctly.
I mean, and let's be fair. That first season was still like we said, very special.
Yeah, I agree.
And more details can only, in my perspective, make that better.
Yeah, because
detail can't retract from what was already given. We already enjoyed that story. Yeah. So giving us detail on top of that can only either make it better or just say, okay, well, I mean, I didn't necessarily need that, so I'm not too mad at it.
Right.
So either way, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. All right. To move on from that, I got to ask you this question.
No.
Did 86 spoil part 2 with this cover art?
Let's see. 86 part 2 cover art. Why is this shit not popping up for me? No. Wait.
Yes. Yes, the fuck it did, bro. It totally did.
Yeah.
So everything we thought we apparently was wrong, but apparently something happens, and apparently it's. Listen, I'm gonna just say it. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't say it because if I say it, I'm gonna say it in the second half of the show. So for those of you that watch 86, it's gonna be the last thing I mention in this show. So the very last fucking thing I mentioned in the show is gonna be about 86 and what I think about this cover art, because this cover art says a lot. So if you're watching 86, don't look at the AniList cover for part 2 until you watch part 1. And even then, I don't still think you should. Just wait until it comes out, which is in 12 days, by the way.
Right.
Shout out to Blue Period, comes out in 5 days. That's a slice of life drama that I'm definitely going to watch. The Blue Period just might be my sleeper. We'll see.
Let's see.
We shall see. What else we got here?
World Trigger season 3.
I'm okay.
Star Wars Visions.
Nope.
I'm gonna watch that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I don't think General Grievous is gonna be in there, but I'm gonna watch it just because. I mean, I have Disney Plus. Why not?
True.
The Way of the House Husband Part 2. I'm gonna watch.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Why the fuck is it always so many music anime?
Why not? Given
I'm not a fan of them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if my thing is with the musical anime, if it's not like a slice of life where there's romance involved, I guess I agree. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I don't care about a band trying to make it in the competition. You know what I'm saying? Even though this visual prison looks interesting.
I look at that. I did put it on my list to be watching. But here's my thing. I can see that being trash real quick. I have it on my list to watch.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad one of us do. You know I don't.
I figured as soon as you saw vampires, I was like, Polo ain't gonna watch that shit.
And just I wasn't gonna watch it just for the music part of it. But now that there's some of these vampires, I doubly won't watch it now. What else we got here? I'm adding to my AniList. Make sure y'all follow us on AniList. I'm AniList.co/PoloBornFly and Tell is AniList.co/KingTeliano. He doesn't update his as good as I do, but
I'm updating mine right now. But Ganbare Doki-chan.
Talk to me.
It is a comedy ecchi slice of life. And it's already airing. Episode 2 will be airing in 6 days.
Say what?
Yeah, it's part of the fall season.
Yeah, I mean, because fall started already. No,
comedy ecchi romance. Technically not, but they're putting this in the fall season. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on my list.
Okay. Where do you find that at? Towards the bottom?
It's close to the bottom. It's not all in the bottom. It's like in the middle-ish. It's like a girl with a blue dress shirt on, and they all got like skirt suits on.
Copy that. That shit's my shit, bro. I don't know why I enjoy it so much.
Because you like it. I don't understand.
I hope somebody got a laugh out of that. I hope that made somebody laugh that's listening. I hope you're in your car right now listening to Mic Check White Voice when you smile when I said that. Because that shit is funny.
Eureka 7 has a movie coming out.
What is that?
I don't know. I didn't actually know about this movie coming out. There is no description for it.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. I just love when that happens.
It's just a movie.
Okay, well. Ooh. I totally forgot this was coming. Restaurant in Another World 2 is coming. Shout out to GB for actually watching that show. I think that was one of the first slice of life he watched.
I will not be turning that on.
It's good, bro. It's actually good. Season 1 was fire. I am definitely going to check out this Summer Ghost. That movie looks clean. But every time I say, the problem with me in movies, right? Every time I say I'm going to watch a movie that's like on a seasonal list, and y'all can go back to listen to old episodes of our like different preview episodes. I always say I'm going to watch it and I never fucking do. Ever.
That's crazy.
And I don't know why.
Never do.
Have you?
Nope.
See? But I don't think you ever said you would. I guess that's the difference. That's the major difference.
This Digimon show though.
Yeah, that's all you, bro.
I know I'm gonna watch a Digimon Ghost game for sure.
That's all you. I don't fuck with the Digimons.
It's an isekai.
Shut up. I hate you.
It is though. What
I know. You're absolutely right. It is, but I just, that ain't gonna change my mind. All right, Tel. It's time. Let's pick the sleepers for real this time. Now, the sleepers are shows that we are going to watch no matter what. We have to watch the full show no matter what. No matter how bad or how good, we have to watch it. Last season, Miles was Remake Our Life, as I said earlier. Tails was Battle Game in 5 Seconds. We've both been watching them.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta watch them. We both have to watch it all. So a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Build Divide.
Let me make sure I add it to the list. That's not Mecha, is it?
No, it is not a mecha.
Thank you.
It is a battle anime.
Thank you so much, Toe.
No, I was thinking about choosing Gundam, but I wasn't gonna do that because I don't even think I would have made it through that. Nothing against Gundam, but it's just
I gotta find Build Divide and add it to my list real quick. Hold on. Go ahead and vamp for me.
Yeah. This Tesla note though, man. First of all, if you haven't invested in Tesla stock, go ahead and do that. But Tesla note, Mission T is a secret operation to save the world from destruction. Trained as a ninja from a young age, Botan Negoro, raised to become the ultimate spy, teams up with another excellent spy, Kuruma. Their aim to recover the legacy of the genius inventor Nikola Tesla. The shards of Tesla can the two outwit the agents of other countries who are pursuing their fragments. And super original spy thriller begins.
Wow, thank you for reading that because I just added that to the list.
Yo, for real though, because I was gonna skip past because Tesla Note made me think it was another musical thing.
True.
Add it to the list though, because I'm definitely
straight
adding
up.
it.
All right, good looking out.
Hey,
right.
look, as Polo just stated, read the descriptions for some of these anime.
For sure.
You might be skipping on some sleepers.
For sure. Okay, so my sleeper. My choice is going to be, now a sleeper has to be something that I'm going to go with so I already know World's End Heroine isn't going to be good, so I'm not even going to say that.
You said it's not going to be good?
It's going to be good for what it is, right? But it's not going to be like remake our life good. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a streak right now, and I don't want to fuck up my streak.
Hey, look, this is gambling, bro.
You're right. I'm gonna go with.
Oh, he's stuck.
I'm stuck, y'all. I'm fucking stuck. Yo, if your name is Rick, right into the podcast at Mike Check Waifu. Don't ask no questions. Just say, hey, my name is Rick.
What?
Don't ask no questions. Don't say nothing. All right, fuck, man.
I like to hear that. This is what I like to see right here.
All right, I'm blue period. I did it.
Blue period.
Blue
right.
period is gonna be my sleeper. Fuck, man.
I'm adding that to my list.
I'm gonna regret that, but I'm believing in one of our I believe So Very Unrelated mentioned blue period. So I hope it's good.
So I'm just gonna let you know what you left on the table.
Wait,
was the world's finest assassin? No, we ain't going back. We ain't changing now. What's this? Komi-san, which is a comedy romance.
You know what? I'm okay. I'm gonna stick to what I got.
Okay, you left JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, did I really? Oh, I'm so sad. Oh.
Oh man. And then you also left Deep Insanity, The Lost Child.
The Faraway Paladin was speaking to me for some reason, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, look, sometimes you just gotta go with your eyesight. You good? We solid on what we chose?
That's final.
All right, bro.
That is final. Blue period from Polo.
And Build Divide for Tell.
Build Divide for Tell. Interesting stuff. We're going to see how that turns out this season. So my show starts in 5 days.
And I think mine start in like 17, 16 days.
What we're going to do is next episode, or 2 weeks from now, well, whenever both of ours want to start, we're going to talk about the first episodes and go from there. So, like, mine's aired in 5 days, so I'm going to talk about the first episode of mine's and next week, which is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it. We also want to talk about all the first episodes we were able to watch, which isn't going to be a lot. I think that's going to be the only one. Actually,
yeah, they're gonna be like spread out for some of these, but and after about 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have quite a few first episodes under our belt.
True.
Yeah, my next episode doesn't start till 19 days for my first episode. So
probably that. Okay,
we'll be into some stuff already.
Yeah, we shall be into a lot of stuff. I got my planning list. My planning list is long as fuck now, but
hey, yo, man, mine is lit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So a lot of stuff coming this fall that we got to worry about, especially like the Demon Slayers and the Kaizens and the Jobless Reincarnation, especially in 13 days, bro. Woof. Another 12 episode banger.
This is a Ghost in the Shell movie coming.
Actual anime or 3D?
It look like it's 3D.
Oh, I'm cool.
The cover art looked like the mix of 2D and CGI.
You know what I was on the verge of picking too? Platinum Man, bro. Platinum Man looks like it's about to be crazy.
Yeah, I think when we first talked, I said that was gonna be my sleeper, but I changed my mind.
All right, let's get to know Mic Check Waifu. This is part of the podcast where you get to know us, Mic Check Waifu host, where we discuss us. One of us rolls a random number generator. The other one of us reads the question associated with that number, and it could be anything from anime to personal life. There are 65 questions on the list.
27, which is how old I was 2 years ago when we started this podcast.
One anime or manga you wish everyone would watch or read.
I wish everyone would read
Twin Star
Exorcist. I wish everyone would watch ReZero.
I wish everyone would watch Steins Gate. I wish everyone to read motherfucking a great tunic. I don't know. Yeah.
Neighbors.
Everybody read closest neighbors. There it is. That's a real good one. Read closest neighbors on Tumix. Turn off the family safe button. Anyway, we're gonna play this quick song, and when we come back from our break, we are going to spoil My Hero. We're going to spoil Tokyo Revengers, and we're going to spoil Remake Our Life. And maybe a little bit of Reincarnated as a Slime, but I don't know. I really don't feel like talking about Reincarnated as a Slime, to be honest, so we probably won't. But when we come back, we'll spoil those, and I'm going to talk about this 86 picture as well at the very, 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 very end. So stick around. We'll be right back after these smooth lo-fi tunes.
There's a silence we hold between us, and I know it's because of me. And you echo with your indifference, but I think I know you better than that. I owe you apology. what you did to me. As you walk down the steps to leave, get your fingers wrapped, push my sleeve, and I lose my breath instantly. Yes, yeah.
And welcome back to episode 118 of My Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by Loot Complex. Make sure y'all go to lootcomplex.com. Use that offer code waifu to get the shirt that Taylor's wearing and the hat that Polo's wearing on the patreon.com/My Check Waifu video version of the podcast. We appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot. I always say appreciate because I'm assassinating you with my appreciation.
Let's go. That's
you feel
love.
me? That's love. That's love. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna start off by spoiling My Hero.
What you think about this episode, Polo?
I'm gonna just tell you about this whole season. Outside of the
the whole season of.
outside of the Todoroki shit, I just don't care. I feel like I felt with AOT. I don't give a fuck about My Hero this season at all. Probably, I don't know why. This episode was not bad at all. It was not bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't take what I'm saying as me saying that show is bad. But this is just my mental. When I'm watching it, I don't feel invested. I truly do not feel invested in the show at all. I don't care about the villains at all. I barely even cared about our heroes. I just don't care.
Let's semi-diagnose this real quick.
Please do. Help me. Help me, please.
I can't help you.
Maybe you can say something to open my mind up a little bit, but I just don't know.
Work out.
Yeah.
Hear me out though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this could possibly be because, and we've talked about this obviously before, these anime that have so much hype generated behind them and not necessarily carrying through, especially on like the anime side. Mm-hmm. Do you think that could be part of the reason that it feels like a poor display when watching it?
Yes. Yeah, that's a valid point. I don't know. I'm going to be true with you. I don't think I would care if I was reading it either.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the
expectations,
the
maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like, because there's so much expectation behind it, that the display for it now after consuming that media now feels like not so good. Whereas, like, for real, I think, let's say, Mission Yozakura Family, right? Let's say, yeah, it's very good and it's getting better, more and more popular. If you had no idea about it, people was like, yo, you need to read Mission Yozakura Family. That shit is top tier, top 5. That kind of thing. You probably go in and be like, all right, this is what I'm expecting. You probably read the first few chapters like, yeah, this is really good. You get to chapter 90 and you're like, hold up.
Interesting concept.
It's good, but
interesting concept.
I don't know. Y'all didn't hype this up too much. Like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But Mission Yozakura Family, 100% read it.
Yeah, facts. Like legitimately, I don't know if it'll be the same because of the way that Mission Yozakura Family tells a story so fucking perfect.
We're with our main character.
Yes. Our main character knows what he knows and don't what he don't. Like, it just flows, and the pacing and the comedy, it fits so well within the context of that show or manga that it's hard to say. This one, maybe it's a victim of circumstances, right? Because it has a lot to say. My Hero has a lot to say and do to top previous seasons, right? Season fucking 1 and 2 is fire. I don't care what nobody say. Season 1 and 2 of My Hero was great. Season 3 was, and then season 4 was, and then 5. It was better than season 4 for sure. But I think it's trying to outdo season 4 and season 3. That it's a victim of its own circumstances.
Now, you don't think that's because season 1 and 2, it was still fresh. It was something semi-new.
Yes, I do 100% think that.
But now it's like, okay, we're accustomed to this. We're used to this. It's so mainstream at this point that it's like, let's be real. Let's be real, because Naruto didn't have that effect on us.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, mainstream ability never had anything to do with any of my influences, because I don't give a fuck what the mainstream thinks or likes. That never affected me. Overhype always affected me in the slightest, right? Like, if something gets overhyped to the next fucking level, I go in with like, okay, I'm expecting this shit to be good, but I have to set my expectations lower than what everybody else set their expectations at, because I just don't feel like it always pays off right. And I set myself up for that so perfectly this season because of what I heard from manga readers and everybody else. But My Villain Academia, bro, it's gonna be so fucking good. You're gonna be like, Shigaraki's a beast, man. And I'm like, and I put my level down. I'm like, okay, I know how people are when it comes to manga and anime, because they interpret it so much. They interpret it stronger when they read it, because they put their personal feelings and their personal emotions with what they're reading to make it more explosive for their viewing, for their eyes, right? For their experience.
Yeah. And they're pacing it differently.
Exactly. You're reading at your own pace. You stop it when you want to. You keep going when you want to. It's that I understand, because I've done that. I've done that with JJK. I've done that with Attack on Titan now. So I get that feeling. Because now I'm one of the people that don't even want to fucking watch Attack on Titan, because I read it, and I read that shit in color. So it was like doubly special for me. But it's like, with me knowing that and having that feeling now, that I was able to subvert my expectations to a lower level, but still end up being disappointed about what My Villain ended up being. And it's not that it was bad, because it wasn't. It's not a bad arc at all. I just don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care. And
I would like to say, like, as someone who's read it, I do think that the manga of My Hero does some really, really cool things. And this part specifically to me was very impressive, as well as like the Chizaki parts, the fourth season parts were all very impressive to me in the manga. And I guess, like, I kind of agree that the idea of consuming that when you're reading it kind of amplifies it, because it's in your mind, right? Your imagination is so much more expansive than what you see when it's actually being played out. I didn't mean, like, when I said, like, mainstream, that it affects how you see it. I mean, okay. Like, just in general, right? Like, you hear things, right? And it's like when people say you look at a cloud and you see a specific image, right? Like, if I look up a cloud and I say, let's say you see an elephant and I say it's a crocodile. Right. Now you can no longer see, you can see the elephant still, but you keep seeing the crocodile because that's what I said. Right. That's kind of how I think about this.
I see what you're saying.
Like, if I say My Hero Academia is so fucking good, and you said from the beginning, like, okay, well, I kind of see potential here, but then you go in and you keep seeing your image, but you're trying to see the image that the other person gave you the whole time.
Yes. Okay.
So it's not, it doesn't quite pan out. And that's kind of how I'm feeling. And I'm the one who read it, to begin with. So I'm feeling like this is not what I thought it was going to be. This, like, I was seeing dragons and I'm seeing lizards now. This is a gecko.
That was tell him. That was tell him. Yeah, that was good. That was real good. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. It's good. It's not bad. It's nothing about it is bad at all. I just can't. I can't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck. Maybe I'm not as much of a fan of My Hero as I once was, and that's okay too. Like that happens. You know, you see a lot of shit, you experience a lot of shit, and shit change, and it changed. What's funny is I was talking to a lady friend of mine who said the exact same thing, and this is a lady friend that has Dobby on her leg, so like she loves My Hero, but she was saying the same exact thing. Like it's just, you know, like, oh, I don't care, you know.
Yeah. And what's sad is that the manga just had an amazing moment, and I hope you weren't spoiled to it.
No, I don't know.
But there's just so many good things that happen, and you see it in the manga. And you're like, this is the kind of shit I was waiting for. But then I'm just like in my mind right now, and I hate to say I'm so pessimistic right now.
Mm-hmm. But maybe that's good though.
When it happens in the manga, I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to be pre-disappointed.
Maybe that's good though.
To have a predisposition to be like, you already know you're gonna be disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Because then when it turns out to be good or better than good, you're like, oh shit, woo, you know, wipe a beat the sweat off your forehead.
Be satisfied with okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I want.
I know.
I'm
trying.
To be fire, bro.
I know.
Like I needed to live up to like.
There was
I don't know.
You know what it is? I think I cracked the fucking code.
Like you remember that Todoroki versus Deku fight?
Yes. Bro, listen. I was going there. This is exactly right. You read my fucking mind. I hate you. So just there was never that you say run moment this entire season.
Ever.
Not once. There was a you say villain moment, I guess, but do we really give a fuck about the villains? No, I don't personally.
Do you think the music held this back a little bit?
Yes. Yes, bro. It was one track.
That's kind of wild.
It was one track that was super dope that Shigaraki had. That was pretty good. It was that moment where he went all Super Saiyan white hair and shit. The song was cool, but it was not You Say Run. It didn't have that You Say Run emotional impact. And that didn't happen this entire fucking season. You Say Run wasn't played once, by the way. Not once.
I know.
The entire season.
Not even in the hero part.
Not even in the hero part. Because You Say Run has that special, it's always attached to an emotional, powerful moment that you cannot deny. And it didn't have that moment this season.
They had it in every single season.
Except for 5.
Except for season 5.
That's fucking crazy to think about. And I just thought of that just now. Like,
and they did different models, like different versions of that song. And that last one that they did with in season 4 to me was my favorite version of it.
So good.
But it just wasn't my favorite scene for it.
You talking about
the Chizuki when he was when Deku was saving a little girl, and they had that, and it was sung by that black girl.
I loved it.
Shit was good.
I loved it, bro.
It just wasn't my favorite version, like moment of it.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the moment.
Sonically, it was the best to me, but it wasn't the best moment,
bro.
To me.
Even when when he was having that conversation with All Might, and All Might was basically spilling the fucking tea to Midoriya. And they was having that conversation like a park or something like that, and it started swelling and going. Mm-hmm. I had that emotion in season 4. Season 4 is better than season 5 for me. Oh shit! It had more of an emotional impact. I just came to a fucking realization.
Polo.
And I don't like season 4 at all. But those parts, more emotional connection. I didn't have the emotional connection, and I think that's what I gravitate towards more in anime, is the emotional connection to characters, or characters with each other, or characters to me.
Don't say I, because every anime, or like it's not just you, every anime that I would consider one of my favorites, I have that emotional connection to because of certain things like that.
Yeah, you're
There's
right.
Things that draw you in emotionally that makes that moment swell. I can't think of 100% a moment where like the music itself made me feel impacted.
Right.
There were like moments where like there's a hard bass drop that was kind of like made your stomach sink a little bit. Yeah. But there was nothing outside of that was specifically like the music is hitting me and making me say, what?
It's the combination of the two. It has to be both. It can't be just one or the other. That's fucking crazy. That's why I love this podcast, bro.
That's the formula. That's the formula right there.
This fucking podcast is so great because we have these these realizations, I should say, of just moments that we just, it's just like, it's so fucking good, bro. It's so good. So good. All right, let's move on to the final episode of Tokyo Revengers. Next week, should we review it?
For sure.
Yeah,
we ain't got nothing on the list other than that.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to review Tokyo Revengers next week, as well as read some of it. Did you start reading it yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let's read up.
Wait, did you start reading it?
No. Yes. I almost lied to you. A little bit. Let's read 10 chapters.
Polo's camera just turned red-er as he said that. Fucking demon. He ain't shit, bro. Polo really ain't shit. He really ain't.
Listen, I almost lied to you, and it hurt my heart because I don't lie. I don't lie.
My camera off. I'm going home.
Okay, so let me
say that.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It was only a few, and I'm like, shit, I should probably talk about this on the show to say that we should read a certain amount of chapters. I'm sorry, I did read a few. It wasn't a lot, though. It wasn't a lot. I think I read to I think it starts at 79. I'm going to tell you, hold on. So actually, I'm like, shit, where should we start? And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, so this is where it starts. And I started looking at it, and I'm like, oh shit. And I kept going. But it wasn't a lot. I promise. Sorry. Don't be mad at me, Till.
I'm good. I'll be okay. I got time. I got more time off than you do.
100%. And when I'm at work, I'm fucking busy, bro.
Is this new job or new store busier than the last one?
Yeah, man, I hate it, bro. I actually hate it. Man, this is a little bit personal, but I don't want to work for Target anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I used to love my job.
Go ahead and take a massage therapy class.
I can't afford to not work though.
I'm messing with
You feel me?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did it go?
We're gonna say 79 because Steve told me I should start at 72.
I think that might be it, but
I don't know.
The last episode is the last chapter was My Hero or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is the last chapter, so I think we should read 20 chapters because they're really fucking short. So when we get that official, we're gonna get that official, and we're gonna tweet it out. Let people know what we're reading, and we're gonna discuss it. Second half of the show. Yeah, we're gonna continue the Tokyo Revengers discussion during the second half of the show because we are gonna pick up the manga. I wish we didn't because I would just rather, because we got so much to watch. I would rather just wait for it to come out and watch it. But we said we were gonna read it, so we are, unfortunately. But I'm still looking forward to continuing.
Yeah, part of the reason I want to read it is because it's too much mayhem on the timeline. Like, this is the closest I've been to being spoiled about a manga.
Really? But I haven't even been close. But then again, I'm good at turning off Twitter and not paying attention to it.
Yeah, like, I got more free time than Polo when it comes to, like, social media and stuff. So, like, I'm with the kids, and sometimes I'll just open my phone, and it's a fucking Tokyo Revengers or something. I haven't been spoiled yet.
Thank goodness.
But every time something new in Tokyo Revengers happen, it's Tokyo Revengers this all on my timeline.
Yeah. Speaking of that, bro, what you think about the last episode?
I don't trust Kizuki for shit.
Well, I mean, was that even a question?
What is it with the My Hero thing?
Yeah, this motherfucker, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like 100%, he about to try and kill Takemichi.
Yeah.
Obviously, something's gonna save him. But it's like the principle in my mind is like, what is his motive? Why is he crying in front of Takemichi?
Right.
My hero.
Yeah. This is crazy because
killing Chifu is one thing. I get why he did that.
Right.
I knew off rip though. The poisoning or the knockout in the drink. I was like, as soon as he did that, because they literally made it a thing for you to see just his hand and his lower face holding the drink like this while everybody else sipping theirs.
Yep.
And come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
But to see Takemichi balling though, like they got money in their pocket.
He got money.
I felt that. I like that a lot.
True. Yeah, it's fucking crazy because I absolutely enjoyed the episode for a little bit. Then I'm like the ending for anime watchers. I'm sorry, y'all. What they did fucking sucked. It fucking sucked.
It always ends on the cliffhanger.
Yeah, but like that for the end of the season, you can't fucking do that to these people, man. But I mean,
why not? They need you to come back next time.
They need you to read it, I think.
So they can sell them books.
They trying to sell them books, and that's cool. I get it.
Hey, it be like that.
And I respect it. It's a business, you know. It's a business.
We knew the cliffhangers when we started this shit. Well, not started, but after like the first episode, we knew what kind of cliffhangers they were coming with.
Yeah. So because I read a few chapters, I kind of know where it goes right after that. So I don't have much to say about this episode. I think this episode was dry though, as far as like until the very end. Like Tokyo Revengers has been, right? Like it has, like the few final episodes has been like super slow to build up to the strong cliffhangers, right?
Yeah. I don't think that their intention was necessarily to give us too much information. It was to give us enough to sink our teeth into like, damn, I want more. Right. Especially with how they ended it. We're back in adulthood.
Yeah.
You know, what's happening? Takemichi ain't got Naoto's number.
Right.
So how can he go back in the past? He can't. He gets shot. Can he go back in the past from getting shot? We don't know. Find out next time on Tokyo Revengers Z. But that's going to be in another season coming soon.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting stuff, man. I like it though. I love Tokyo Revengers. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick.
Did this carry the summer season for you?
No.
Did it carry the spring season
for
you?
No. And that's what's crazy.
According to Twitter.
That's what's, I mean, shit, I hate fucking being that guy, right? Like you're not that guy. No, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like sometimes that I'm that guy that be like in his fucking ivory tower, like, oh, you only watched a couple of anime this season. You need to watch more. Like, I don't want to be that guy.
We're literally watching at least 10 anime a season.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm trying to like escape. I'm trying to like, I'm not trying to project what we do to everybody else, because what we do for this podcast is we watch multiple seasonals, and it's like, they're so good. Like they're so good. They're shit better than Tokyo Revengers, I promise. But I don't want to discredit anybody's thought process and thinking that Tokyo Revengers is like yearly GOAT, because it is very fucking good. And I don't want to ever discredit or disrespect anybody's like thought process with that, only because I'm a fucking weeb that watched too much anime in a season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel I don't want to be that guy, but it's hard to say that Tokyo Revengers carried this year.
It didn't carry, to me, it didn't carry
its own season to me.
It didn't carry the spring season. It didn't carry the summer season.
Correct.
It was definitely very good in the summer season, but I think if you compare it to like Remake Our Life, it wasn't better. Was it better than probably K-Study of Vanitas? Depending on the person, but yeah, I would say it was probably better than K-Study of Vanitas.
Okay.
Would I say it was better than Remake Our Life? No. Would I say it was better than 86? No. Would I say it was better than Vivi? No.
It was better though. I will say this: it was better than Reincarnated as a Slime Part 2.
Yeah, but I don't think that season. I feel like this season wasn't written to be its peak. I think it's still leading up to more.
You're right.
And how Reincarnated Slime Part 1 went, Part 2 wasn't necessarily. I feel like it wasn't amped for that. Was it better than that? Definitely. Yeah, Tokyo Revengers was better than that. I think Tokyo Revengers top 5 for the year, it'll probably hit that. Will it be in my top 5 for the year? We gonna see.
It's kind of hard because this fall, boy, yeesh, you know,
right?
There's a lot of good shit. 86 Part 2. Do we wait? Can we count that as a new one though? It's
well, jobless reincarnation. If they take off,
facts, bro. Which they will. Like every indication show that they're going to take off. It's going to be not that much build up anymore because they did that in Part 1. So, yeah, man. You speaking facts, brother. You speaking facts. I liked it though. I liked it. It was a good episode. It wasn't great. From what I read, is already getting active early. I can't remember where I stopped though. So was it that good? Maybe not. I don't know. No, it was. It really was. I can't wait to talk about it more next week. We are going to review Tokyo Revengers as a whole. Might make a lot of people mad when we give it a rating. But for those of you who aren't aware, Might Check Waifu used to be known for his reviews. We used to have like this. We got this review scale that kind of works perfectly for us. We've reviewed quite a few things already, but we're going to discuss more of that next week. Until I think it's time for us to wrap this episode of Might Check Waifu.
We didn't even talk about.
Oh.
We didn't talk about Remake Our Life.
Shit, I'm drunk. All right,
we ain't talk about your specific 86 thing.
We're not in it yet. Remake Our Life. One of the best episodes of a show since My Team Romantic Comedy Snafu.
Bro, this episode was on point. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. And was afraid that they wouldn't do. I wanted him to take accountability for his actions.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
And instead of being recessive and saying, I can't step back and do this, he didn't completely recede into himself.
Yes.
He stepped forward, took action, said, this is what we're going to do, and kind of solved all the problems. And then ran into that same roadblock again. And someone just told him, yo, bro, stop taking this all on yourself. That's not what this is.
When Kasugawa did that, bro, I was like, fuck, man, I know what they're going to do now.
But hear me out, though. The most beautiful part about this was that it was kind of a switch. There was a switch from him wanting to do this so bad to him just being it, right? To him not only learning and becoming this, to him, because yes, he did learn while he was in school, but he didn't even get to finish school technically.
Right.
What he's doing right now and what he has been doing is literally just pure knowledge from what he already knew when he graduated in 2000 before.
Yeah, 2016.
This man is high key already been everything he's ever wanted to be. But he's now able to apply it. And to me, in my mind, that was one of the most impactful thoughts about it. And they didn't even say that. It wasn't even mentioned. He is literally living out what he wanted to be and able to do that without ever being mentioned. Like just
I love that so much, bro. I love that so much. I love what he did to the president. Like he shot on him without shitting on him. He shot on him respectfully. And I respect that so much, bro. He's like, listen, this is how it's gonna happen. You said you trusted me. Let me make this shit happen. And he made shit happen. That part was special. But this part you're talking about is also why I fucking love the show. But it also is the reason why I'm scared of the show. I don't want him not to be with Shinoaki, bro. I don't want him to be with Kasugawa. Like I like her fine. She's great. But I love her. I love Shinoaki, bro.
You think that's the relationship they have? Because she confessed her love to him?
Yes. I think that's going to happen when they go back in time because now we know he's going back in time again. We don't know when exactly, but like we know he's going back.
You know, and what kind of makes sense. And this is, I did say I don't think it's going to happen, but this is what kind of makes that make sense because I feel like they asserted a kind of relationship between Shino and him early on, right?
Yes.
But Kasugawa, the difference that they have is that he never admired Kasugawa.
That's true.
Everyone else in this anime that he went to school with were people he admired. He had to grow to admire Kasuogawa through interaction.
Right.
Everyone else were people, Nanako, Shino, Tsuruyuki, all three of them were people that he already loved before he came to this world. Kasuogawa was someone he met before this even happened and started applying these things to what he was knowing with her. So you might have a point there that they kind of established that kind of relationship, but that's why I also feel like maybe you think he can't be with Shino and her be an artist.
I think that's true, but I don't think it's gonna. I think you're right. I think he could, but I don't think that's how the show's going to be written. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be after that confession of love. He's going to go back in time. He's going to ask her for help. She's going to help him. They're going to fall in love. That's going to be the future. That is going to be the end of the show, and that's going to fucking hurt my heart because Shinoaki deserves it. Maki deserved to be there. She was so cute.
Hear me out. That's not going to take this show from 10 to 9.5.
Nah, you're right. It's personal preference, you know.
This show is a fucking gem so far. And
it really is.
For them that's not something that's necessarily going to take this show from amazing to not amazing. It's going to take this show from amazing, and I can still understand why that happened.
100%.
They kind of made that a scenario, that a possibility scenario,
right? Because you also got to remember the fact that when he was going to Kasuogawa, he was telling her like, "Yeah, I don't really like them like that," and I'm like, all that shit played back in my mind, like, "Oh fuck, I forgot he said that." Now he's gonna be this, and okay. But yeah, I like it. I love it. It's such a great fucking show. I think it's one I'm gonna rewatch when it's done. Like, I think they're dubbing it too. I think I'm gonna rewatch it dub.
Dubbing this will be fire.
It will be.
We watched Ash Lost in Space dub.
We did. It was fire. I hope it's a good dub cast. They haven't been too bad though lately in the dubs. You know what dub I still don't like, but I love. Okay, I love it, but I don't. I started it back in the day, Log Horizon. I started watching Log Horizon 3 and just remember like how the main 5 characters are dubbed so well, but everybody else sounds like shit, and that's still the case for season 3. And it's like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? But it's
a lot of anime who they invest so much in their main characters that like everyone else is shit. Facts. They probably had like the executive producer. They're like, hey, right. Just got to say something to be like a store clerk or something.
Right. Yeah. So, oh well. I'm gonna continue Log Horizon 3. Hopefully, I'm gonna be done with that by next episode. The first 3 episodes of season 3 is pretty fire because it's all round table shit, and I just love the chest. But yeah, my 86 thing. So looking at the 86 cover, this is the last thing. If you haven't watched 86, turn the podcast off. We thank you so much for listening. As always, Mike check. Okay. So the thing with 86, you could see the red strand of hair in the captain's head. Mm-hmm. I think she becomes an 86 just so she can go find them. She obviously finds them because our guy is literally there with the young chick, and those probably the only 2 that survived that attack, sadly, which fucking sucks. But this cover tells it all.
So you think that visual of them showing his body headless
was just like I said it when it first dropped? It was not. It was a mulligan. It was a dream.
So it just didn't happen.
Didn't happen. He's gonna wake up injured, all of his shit destroyed, and those 2 are gonna be the only 2 that survive. Everybody else is gonna be dead. And then our captain, as you can see her there, she turns into an 86 by putting a fucking red streak in her hair. Because that's all it takes for those racist fucking bastards to not want you to be a part of your society no more.
This is gonna come out on a Friday, bro.
Oof. Day 1 though. I'm there day 1.
For sure.
Yeah. The manga is still releasing.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
It's fire. But that's it. That's all I had to say about that.
Okay. We're gonna see how it plays out. Maybe that's just a symbol, like a resemblance. Like, hey, he's really inside the mech, because you still see the mech there. It's still there.
You're right, but is that not the one that our commander's probably driving?
We're gonna see.
Yeah, true.
Let us know who you think is right. Was it Polo Born Fly? Who was right, or King Teliano?
Yeah, that's a wrap for episode 118.
So Polo just finished with his 86 statement about slight spoilers. Let us know what you think about that. We also talked about Remake Our Life. Man, it's a great anime. Tokyo Revengers had a pretty good ending. Still dry, but it was a good ending. Hell of a cliffhanger. My Hero Academia was not better than season 4. Ask Polo. Let's figure it out. We had a great break. Let us know what you think about that song. Polo with that list coming soon. Get to know Mic Check Waifu anime that you want to be read or watched by everyone. We also had our fall anime preview with Polo Sleeper being Blue Period, mine being Bill Divide 000000. Oh man. We also had Fairy Tail coming to an antagonist near you. Be ready for that next week at 10:25 CST. Antagonist will be there. Episode of the week for us. Mine was Slime. Polo's Make Our Life. Mine mostly was because of the Shoryukens, Hadoukens, and Kamehamehas.
She was hilarious.
It was funny as fuck. Detective is Dead is not amazing, but I'm not gonna say it's a horrible watch. Wait for it to be dubbed. But like I said, Antagonist coming next week. That's been episode 118 of Mic Check Waifu.
You can follow me on Twitter at You can follow me on Twitter at Polo Born Fly.
You can follow me at Twitter at King Teliano.
You can follow our Twitter at Mic Check Waifu. Fuck, I fucked that all up again. God damn. And as always, Mic Check. I hate it here.
You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu Waifu.